My friend copied my wedding dress, so I quietly outplayed her, and her wedding was the knockoff version. I, 29F, got engaged last year, and since my fiancé and I weren't in a rush, our wedding was originally planned for next year. Nothing was booked yet. I had time to plan everything perfectly. Then there's Anna, 29F. She's part of my wider friend circle, but honestly, nobody genuinely likes her. She's competitive to the point of being exhausting, insecure about everything, and has this weird obsession with copying me, but with a nasty twist that always ends up humiliating me. Honestly, I think she always envied me. I was the it girl of our group, the one everyone wanted around, the life of the party. Like when I dyed my hair auburn last year. A week later, she showed up with the exact same color, but made a big scene at a party pointing at me and saying, "See? This is what happens when you pick a color that doesn't suit you. On me it actually looks natural." Or when I hosted a party in my apartment, and a week later she threw one of her own, deliberately invited some of the same people, and then bragged to my face about how her party had real food, real drinks, and a way better vibe. Because of stunts like that, people eventually started drifting away from her because being around her was just draining. Honestly, the only reason she was still tolerated in the group was because we pitted her, and looking back, we shouldn't have. So when she got engaged first, I think she felt like she had finally one-upped me. Anna had already scheduled her wedding months before mine. Small venue, decent setup, dress spot. She couldn't stop rubbing it in that her wedding was coming up sooner. Constantly flashing her ring, cornering me to show off her Pinterest boards, and updating me on her perfect plans, even though I never once asked. When it came time for my dress fitting, I invited my mom, my sister, and my best friend. Anna wasn't invited, but she begged like crazy. She messaged me about how she'd always dreamed of going to a bridal fitting of a friend, and didn't want to feel left out. My friends tolerated her because, well, pity. At the fitting, I found the dress. The moment I stepped out, my mom was crying, my sister gasped, my best friend literally clapped. Even the boutique staff looked impressed. Anna awkwardly smiled and said, "That dress is so you." I could never pull that off. I believed her. I rang the bell, said yes, and felt like I was floating. A few weeks later, the boutique called. Their tone was hesitant, almost apologetic. "I thought you should know your friend Anna came in and ordered the exact same dress you picked. I wasn't sure if you were aware, but I thought you'd want to know." My jaw dropped. She already had a dress. She had gone out of her way to copy mine. I was angry for a moment, then I smiled. Anna had shown me everything she had planned, but she hadn't actually sent out invitations yet. My wedding wasn't booked either, which meant I still had all the time in the world, so I quietly plotted my revenge. She thought she could steal my moment, but this time, I was going to make her eat her own game, and my wedding would blow hers out of the water. I looked up the same coordinator Anna had shown me before, and I booked her too. I already knew Anna's general vibe from her constant ramblings, soft romantic theme, pastel florals, twinkle lights, so I leaned into it and asked for something similar, just turned up to 11. Think. Bigger floral installations, better lighting, more elegant table settings. The venue Anna reserved has 2 spaces. She had booked the smaller side because the grand ballroom wasn't available on her date. So I asked the venue if the ballroom was free around my time frame, and when they said yes, I reserved it immediately. Even though it's technically the same venue, the 2 spaces have different addresses, so none of our friends would even notice it was the same property. To them, it would just look like I'd found a jaw-droppingly beautiful new place. And then I set my wedding 3 weeks before Anna's. I said nothing to her. Fast forward to 2 days before my wedding. Out of politeness and to avoid drama, I finally invited Anna. I told her the venues weren't available next year, so we were holding an intimate wedding tomorrow. Anna, competitive and shocked, had no time to react. Of course, she came. Wedding day, the grand ballroom looked breathtaking. The flower arrangements, the lighting, the food, everything was perfect. The photographer captured every angle beautifully, and the dress? Absolutely flawless. Guests were raving. "This looks like something out of a magazine. The ballroom is insane. I thought Anna was having hers first." "Wait, that dress. That exact dress. It's stunning on you." Anna was visibly shaking. She tried to smile politely, but her jaw was tight, eyes darting around. Every compliment the guests gave me was like a dagger in her heart. I caught her whisper to a friend, I can't believe she, before trailing off. After my wedding, Anna panicked. She tried to backpedal. She called the boutique to see if she could get her original dress back, sold. She asked the venue if she could switch to the grand ballroom, nope. She begged her coordinator to upgrade her wedding, impossible with only weeks left. Her wedding came 3 weeks later. She walked out in the same dress, and it was like watching a second-rate performance. Guests whispered, "Didn't Opie wear that exact gown?" It's like the knockoff version. Opie's wedding looked way bigger and more elegant. Anna sulked the entire day. At one point, a friend leaned over and whispered, "Honestly, this just feels like Opie 2.0. I stifled a laugh. Afterward, she cursed me out, claiming I sabotaged her wedding. I just smiled, shrugged, and cut her off completely. Petty? Absolutely. Satisfying? Like watching karma in a veil and heels.